Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Let's talk about new benefits that unlock for you as a disabled veteran. There are many different, we'll call it levels of disability. Now, this isn't going to be an all inclusive list, but I am relying on you as the viewers to put stuff in the comments, right? It helps us all out to get different insights, especially from the state perspective. Now, I want to jump into this. I'll kind of just rattle things off basically off the top of my head and kind of just talk it through because there are some very important benefits that would be new to you at different levels. And this is really important for folks that maybe have never filed a claim or are in the lower percentages moving up in the VA disability process. So please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I truly appreciate all of your views, your subscriptions, your thumbs up, your memberships. If you want to support the channel in another way, you can do that by becoming a member. Thanks so much. I really appreciate all you members. I do my best to respond and acknowledge your comments. There's just so many that it's hard to answer everybody. So with that, let's jump into it here. The first thing is when you file your disability compensation claim with the VA, the first thing is, I guess you should take a step back from that and realize that there's more than 70% of us that don't ever file a claim or get awarded anything on the compensation side. So there's a big pool of people out there, veterans, that have never filed a claim or are never been rated. So with that, there's all kinds of different mindsets out there. Try to shake those. These are benefits that you've earned, and so you should be applying for them. I've done 1,000 videos on, it's an exaggeration, not really 1,000, probably more like, I don't know, 5 videos on just basically getting the right mindset and understanding that this is truly a benefit that you earned. So with that, file your benefits, file for your claimed benefits, claim benefits for compensation. Now, here you are, you get service connected even at a 0%. Well, now you're 0% service connected disabled veteran. Means you're a disabled veteran. There may be benefits out there in your state specifically that will allow maybe some sort of a discount or whatever on, it could be anything, fishing license, hunting license, state park pass, all that type of stuff. Every state is different. Some require maybe a 30% or a 50% rating, but there might be some out there that just say, hey, disabled veteran, here you go. So there's also different hiring authorities potentially out there for you as well with regard to being a 0%. In addition, if your condition poses some sort of an issue with you holding or maintaining a job, which it's kind of unlikely at a 0%, but you could have a pathway into VR&E, which is Veterans Readiness and Employment. In addition, think about the fact that you're 0% for your condition. You can also seek care for your service-connected condition from the VA. Now, moving on, let's say that you get to a 10, a 20, a 30%. Once you get to 30%, really things start to change on the compensation side, right? So the 10% is your first monetary figure, which I don't have the numbers up in front of me, but let's just for giggles say it's $170. $170 a month at 10%. Then you move to 20, then you move to 30, and whatever the 30% number is, I don't have it again right in front of me, but we'll say it's $350 or something like that. Well, at 30%, if you're married and you have dependent children or you have a dependent parent, something like that, you can add those dependents to your VA claim and get a higher dollar figure per month. VA compensation is a fantastic benefit, and as you move up the ladder on the percentages, new benefits kind of start to open up. For example, adding your dependents. This is a really important piece, and sometimes people forget about it. You put in your claims, you get your award, and then you forget to add in your dependents. So don't forget that. Moving on from there, as you start to progress in your percentages and get into the 50, 60, 70 range, obviously the dollar amounts increase, but also there's the likelihood that you also need to keep aware of is, do you qualify for a clothing allowance? That would be a new benefit that opens up, depending on the different conditions that you have rated with the VA. Could be that you have a skin condition, or you have a prosthetic or orthopedic device that wears and tears on your clothing, or if the skin condition has some sort of a cream that is damaging your clothing, you can get a clothing allowance, and that's about $1,000 a month, or I wish it was a month, $1,000 a year. A clothing allowance, annual clothing allowance, $1,000 a year. So don't miss out on that benefit if that opens up and unlocks right for you. Moving forward, think about the fact that now over that 30% range, we'll just kind of fast forward from the 30% to the 90% range as far as VA compensation ratings are concerned. There's different things that are going to open up again within your state, whether it's the free park free park pass, or the hunting fishing license, those types of things. Your eligibility for employment through veterans preference points on the federal side, 30% rating is needed. You're opened up for VR&E. Really, it almost, really any rating, you're opened up to applying for VR&E. But VR&E is a great program, Veterans Readiness and Employment. That is a program that will allow you to continue bridging whatever the gap is between where you are and where you need to be to do the type of work that you need to do with your current conditions, right? So if you have a condition that's kind of barring you from employment, let's say that you were a construction worker, right? And you're working outside, but now your back condition, service-connected condition, is just bothering you too much. You can't really hold that job anymore. It's just too much wear and tear. So you get into VR&E, and VR&E is going to talk with you. They're going to do some assessments to figure out, what kind of things do you like and what are you good at, because we want to put you into something that meets both of those. And it could be, hey, we're going to send you to school to knock out your bachelor's in X so you can go get a job in Y. Or it could be, hey, there's a 4-week basically certification course where you get a diploma at the end of it that helps you with setting you up for success in the finance world, as far as automotive finance, finance manager type jobs. There's an organization out there that I found out about called Automotive Dealership Institute, and it's a 4-week program. VR&E will pay for it, Post 9/11 GI will pay for it, and they help you with job placement assistance after that 4 weeks. And geez, those finance managers will make $100,000 to $200,000 a year. Obviously depending on where you're at. Somewhere in the middle of North Dakota versus somewhere in the middle of California. Obviously, there's a price swing. But the point is that this benefit opens up to you and will pay for that school or education or whatever is needed to get you over the hump. Now, one other thing that I want to talk about is moving from that 0 through 90% and moving through all that. The doors open up at VHA, the Veterans Healthcare Administration. You can get all of your health care there for free. No issues there, prescriptions free, all that stuff as you progress through your rating schedule. When you get to the 100%, now all of a sudden you get dental added in there. I can't remember where eyewear falls in, but eyeglasses, that might be 100%. I can't remember off the top of my head. So it'd be great if somebody chimes in on that. But now you got dental, you got the whole ball of wax there at the VA. And you get the compensation at, let's say that you're married with a child, that's about $4,100 per month, $4,100 tax-free per month coming in to your household. Don't forget that in addition, now the new benefits that get unlocked at the 100% rating that I like a lot are Chapter 35. The Chapter 35 benefit is outstanding and will pay your spouse or dependents $1,488 per month while you're going through the program, while your spouse or your dependents are going through the educational program. It doesn't pay for tuition, but it does put that $1,488 directly in your dependent or your spouse's bank account, which is fantastic. You have Champ VA, which is basically it's a supplemental insurance, or it can act as your primary insurance for your spouse and dependents, which is also a fantastic benefit. Another thing to remember is that any disability rating, 0 through 100, if you're a disabled veteran, your funding fee is waived on a VA loan. So a mortgage, a VA home loan, the funding fee is waived. So that's another fantastic opportunity for you. One more thing on the VR&E to throw out there: if you have post 9/11 GI Bill remaining, they will mirror that amount, not use it. They won't use your GI Bill, but they will mirror that amount while you're going through the program. And there's a cap. It's about $3,200 a month. So you can receive $3,200 per month while you're going through whatever educational program that they're putting you through. And that's a fantastic benefit. If you do not have any post 9/11 GI Bill and you're simply utilizing VR&E, then what you're looking at is a stipend, and if you're married with a child, it's about $1,000 a month. It might be a little more than that. So just a few things to keep an eye on, and remember that the whole point here that I'm trying to bring, if you've hung on this long, is keep your eye open for new benefits that unlock as you hit different percentages, as you become a disabled veteran, as you become at certain percentages, 10s, 20s, 30s, 50s, 70s, 100s. As you progress through that rating schedule, new things will open up, either in your state, maybe even your county, it just depends, and within the federal government as well. So keep an eye on that, because these new benefits that unlock for you as a veteran are often overlooked and missed. I'll throw out one more for you. By becoming a disabled veteran, right, by having a service-connected condition, at whatever the rating is, we'll use hypertension for the example here. Let's say that you decide, you know what, I'm going to file for hypertension, Vietnam vet, and I have high blood pressure, and it's a presumptive condition, so I'm going to file for that. And you do, and you get rated, and let's say it's a low rating, but you have it. Now you're 10% rated. So now you're a disabled veteran within the VA system, and that's good. Well, the new benefit that unlocks for you is if you happen to pass away from, let's say, a heart attack, and on your death certificate it says cause of death, heart attack, contributing cause, which if it's not there, your survivors can have that added to the death certificate. Contributing cause, hypertension. Hypertension is a service-connected condition for you. Therefore, your cause of death is essentially due to your service-connected condition. What that does is it unlocks a new benefit for your family of dependency indemnity compensation. This is a fantastic ongoing benefit that moves on when you pass. Goes to your spouse. In some cases, it can go to your children or your parents, but primarily it goes to the spouse, and that benefit will pay out at a base. The bottom level is just shy of $1,700 per month. And depending on different qualifiers, it can move all the way up over $3,000 per month of a benefit, a monetary benefit. So keep your eye open for any new benefits that unlock due to your service connection, becoming a disabled veteran at every single percentage as you move through. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.